Looks like everything is working. We are rocking and rolling. So, what do we got? Well, we got some Imperium today. Got a nice delivery of all the fun stuff. So we got issue 20, issue 22, issue 21, and issue 23, which is the super cool one. It's the super cool one because you get a big robot spider. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Also in this package, I got another one of these really cool binders. I don't know if you had to pay extra for it. It's one of these really cool ones again with all the maps and stuff inside. I looked at one of these before. Necron on the back. I don't know if you had to pay extra for it. I'm assuming you probably did, so I know they do that. But it's really cool. It's nice to have another binder. It's pretty dope. So, let's stop faffing around. And, let's get some of these guys opened. So, issue number 20. Oh man, this one looks a little light. It's kind of lame. You only get 2 paints though. That's lame. The other time they gave you a paint one, it also had like a paintbrush and like a board and stuff in it. So yeah, this one's actually probably the lightest magazine they've done yet, to be honest. Hello! This one's probably the lightest yet. Which is weird. Alright, so let's see what we got. We got the Ultramarine Strike Force, where you can name your strike force. They can be Spearhead Antagon, or Ramassus Celeris, or Militum Purgatus. What's your name? Purgatus? And then... oh, that's cool. There's a thing for a servo turret. Are we going to get a servo turret? That would be dope. 10 out of 10. I would genuinely really like a servo turret. That's actually one of the models that I think is really cool, but I know they're like terrible, but I think they're really neat. Ugh. Alright, what do we got here? We got Necron Tomb World. Give me 1 second. We're glaring a lot today, so maybe that'll make it glare less. Should be fun. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Let's see. We can have Immanex Crag, or the Solomon Fane, or the Tenebrous Crypt. Let's see, there's the Royal Court, who's in the Legion, what Canoptic constructs we have, yeah, look, it basically is telling you everything you're going to get. You get Deathmark, Tomb Blades, Immortals, Warriors, all kinds of stuff in there. Low-cost Heavy Destroyer, that's cool. Then we got a thing on the Emperor. There he is. There's like the famous picture of the Emperor. Long ago, the Emperor walked amongst the living, rising to unite humanity under his leadership, and ushering in an age of enlightenment. His age of enlightenment was actually like super xenophobic and terrible, but that's neither here nor there. It was he who created the Space Marine Legions, and with the mighty warriors at his side, established the Imperium of mankind. He also intended to destroy them after they were done. This era of progress came to an end in a brutal civil war that saw the Emperor mortally wounded by a traitor's blade. Yeah, that was his own kid realizing that he was just going to be thrown away like trash. Since that day, over 10,000 years ago, the Emperor has been interred within the arcane machinery of his golden throne. His body has long since died, reduced to desiccated skeletal remains by the passage of time. Only his indomitable psychic will remains, kept alive with the aid of the sacrificial rituals. The Emperor can no longer communicate with those who serve him, cannot issue commands or make his desires known. And yet, without the Emperor, mankind would surely be doomed. His potent spirit still spans the warp, doing battle with the endless tide of warp-spawned terrors that would otherwise burst forward to tear his people apart. The Emperor has given all of this that his imperium may endure, though it is no longer the realm of strength and civilization he once envisioned. Endure it does. Yeah, that's fair. The Golden Throne is located in the Imperial Palace of Terra. It contains advanced stasis fields and psi-fusion reactors that sustain the Emperor. These systems are now far beyond the understanding of the Imperium. Only the sacrifice of Psykers keeps the throne functional. So, neat thing about the Golden Throne. The Golden Throne was so known, even before the Emperor sat on it, that there is a copy of it when Space Marines visit a planet that claims to be Earth. There's a copy of the Golden Throne there. So, like, it implies that the Golden Throne is like this crazy dark age of technology kind of thing. Like, far beyond, like, anything in 40k. To the point that it is, like, it is known even by people not actually from Earth, which is kind of neat. The Astronomicon is a psychic beacon located on Terra. It is used by Imperial navigators to pilot ships through the warp. Long ago, it was powered entirely by the Emperor's psychic might. Now, however, it is powered by a choir of 10,000 psychers trained by the Adeptus Astronomica. 100 of these psychers die with each passing day, drained by their psychic exertions. The power generated by their sacrifice allows the Emperor to project the Astronomicon out across the galaxy, sustaining his Imperium. So this is interesting, right? 100 of them die a day. Do you know how many people died a day from COVID? A lot more than 100. And the world kind of didn't bat an eye. So, like, this 100 a day is, like, in the grand scheme of things, basically, like, nothing. Right? This is an Imperium of 1,000,000 worlds. Like, 100 people, like, means squat to them. Like, it seems like a lot to us as readers, right? But in truth, like, the Imperium doesn't even, like, notice that. Like, it's not even, like, a blip on any radar anywhere. Just because the sheer quantity and size of the Imperium and the sheer quantity of the people is actually really not that many. When you look at, like, thousands of people dying a day during COVID and, like, you know, Walmart staying open, you know what I mean? You look at now a world that's 1,000,000 worlds strong and you have 100 people dying, no one's going to notice that kind of thing. The Emperor's presence is felt in every quarter of the Imperium. The cult Imperialis, the official religion of the Imperium, unites humanity in worship of the god Emperor. Religious practices and beliefs may differ between cultures. All but worshippers believe that the Emperor is a divine being who watches over all, and that each and every Imperial citizen has a place in his divine plan for humanity. Guardians of the Throne. Protect the Emperor's golden throne at all times. The Adeptus Custodes are responsible for protecting the throne room. They are magnificent warriors, superior even to Space Marines, whose bodies have been enhanced by genetic alchemy and whose existence is devoted to protecting the Emperor's physical remains and enacting his divine will. Custodes are actually pretty cool. I do like Custodes. Ooh, technological boons for our friends the Necrons. The Necron's arcane technology has granted them mastery over time and space. These cube or spear-shaped devices can manipulate the flow of time. When activated, a chronometron enables Necron units to act outside of time, allowing them close upon an enemy before they can react. Dispersion fields. These defensive shields are wielded only by the Necron's Lich Guard. They project energy shields that can turn aside most melee strikes with ease. They can also be used to deflect incoming fire. Lich Guard will often angle their dispersion shields to deflect incoming fire back on unsuspecting foes. Crypteks are the scientists and engineers of the Necron race. They are ceaseless and obsessive in their pursuit of new weapons, armor, and instruments of war. With the aid of the canoptic constructs, they harvest, study, and analyze the technology and remains of the lesser races, taking advantage of their weakness and tailoring their own creations to counter the foe's weaponry. See what we got. We got nanoscarab reanimation beams, quantum shielding, and translocators. Ooh. Nanoscarab, son. Let's see, we got how to paint, and then it wants us to use the Troll Slayer orange as rust. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, interesting. So now we're getting faction rules for our factions. Okay, so this is the reanimation protocol. It's pretty cool. Okay, so here's a tutorial for how to deal with it, and here's how to do it with multi-wound models. That's pretty cool. And then let's see. This is a rules reference for movement phase, psychic phase, shooting phase, the attack sequence, the charge phase, and the fight phase. I'm gonna be honest, that's actually a really nice little reference sheet. And then it's like, I guess this is the first time it's telling you to play like an actual game. Yeah, that's really cool. Nice. And then with that, I guess this wraps up like the first step of like the magazine, right? Because now we're moving on to the war on typhus. It's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, it was issue 20. The paints are disappointing, but the magazine is nice as always. Really big props to whoever puts this together. They do a wonderful job. All right. Now, issue 20 and issue 21 are a weird one. So, we're going to open them both up at the same time. Because issue 20... Issue 20, you get this, which is one sprue for the Skitarii Rangers. Now, I want to point out that this one sprue has a metric buttload of options on it. Alright, you got a big plasma gun, you got some other kind of laser gun, a couple different rifles, tons of different heads. There's like a metric ton of options here. Some backpacks and stuff. But basically this one sprue makes like two dudes. Which is really kind of weird, right? So the other part of this comes in... Excuse me. Comes in issue 22. This one. Where you get all of your bases. 3, 4, 5, 6. A big base. Alright, you get all your bases on this one. And you get get the other half of the sprue, which is basically 2 more sprues. So, first off, eat your heart out, new Chaos Cultists. The fucking standard Skitarii are 3 sprues. But, like, this is where a majority of the options and stuff are. It would have made more sense to me if they had given you this one by itself, because you can make the boss off this sprue, but they didn't, which is really weird. But yeah, it's a whole unit of Skitarii, over 2 magazines. I mean, the unit of Skitarii is like $60, so that's basically half price, which is really nice. But yeah, these are wonderful models. I have a small Adeptus Mechanicus army, so they're really nice to have. And actually, these are also just phenomenal for kit bashing. Like, if you want to make a really cool team for, like, Necromunda or something, these are great for that. This gun is really cool. It's like a big, like, long rifle. Really neat. But yeah, I really like Skitarii. They're really fun models. They're fun to build. They're fun to paint. They're nice because they have a lot of little detail in them, but like not so much little detail it's overwhelming like Death Guard have. But they have like enough that you can do neat things with them. Caffeine. The aristocrats. No. Alright, so let's take a look at the magazine. The Pariah Nexus. Some kind of fold out. In the wake of the Great Rift, the Adeptus Terra struggled to re-establish contact with many systems across the Imperium Sanctus. So, Earth had trouble talking to other planets. The largest of these dead zones lay in the galactic northwest quadrant of the Nephilim sector and would come to be known as the Pariah Nexus. Here's some stuff on the Indominus Crusade. That's a cool piece of art. What's that dude there with his weird, like, hand things? That's really cool. Yeah, and there's some maps. A Light in the Darkness, Warzone Pariah. It's pretty cool. The Necron Forces. This is that Necron special character. I cannot remember his name. He's like a crazy alchemist like guy. I cannot remember his name. I've been wanting to pick that model up, but like nowhere has it. Space Marines, Adeptus Sororitas, and Adeptus Mechanicus. So the really fun thing about these here is this is what you're going to get in Imperium. You actually get some of each of these. So you're essentially building like an Imperial soup army, which is pretty cool. It's much cooler than like them just giving you Space Marines or whatever. But we're looking at Adeptus Mechanicus today, so we'll read that one. The Adeptus Mechanicus are driven by the pursuit of knowledge. Though legions of Mars have joined the Pariah Crusade and hope to unlock secrets of the Necron's Nexus, the majority of the Adeptus Mechanicus forces have traded much of their flesh for metal. It is believed that their bionic nature renders them resistant, if not immune, to the Stilling World's worst effects. Also, these are Skitarii. These are the guys from this. In a lot of legions, these guys are basically also like brain dead, and essentially just puppets for their commander, which is pretty fun. Even if it sucks for them, you know. All right, 21. We got our Skitarii boss there. Skitarii Rangers! Go, go, Skitarii Rangers! They have lots of bionics. They have the galvanic rifle, which is the old looking rifle, which is really fun. This is the comms guy, and this is a big plasma gun. This is the arquebus. That's the really big galvanic rifle. It's really neat. And we get some rolling. Let's see, they could be Alpha Fortis, Xenos Purgatus, or the Fury of Mars. Ooh, there's a full name table. That's fun. Let's see, what could we get? We could get Zissos 316, Dox 714, Zor 10110, Rax 4, Tier, I don't know, 11. It's pretty cool. They're very much doing the like Skitarii, these are people and names thing. So one of the things you see pretty common in Adeptus Mechanicus like books and stuff is you will basically have people be like blanks, and they'll have like a personality or something downloaded into them, or like some variant of it. So if you, what is it called? I think it's called The Great Work. It's actually a really fun book. It's about Belisarius Call, and he essentially has like his friend downloaded into like all of his minions. But it's not like 100% his friend. It's like his friend flavoring onto his minions. It's kind of neat. It's kind of cool. Alright, let's see what we got. Tech Priest's heroic titles. He could be the Surveyor Extremis, or the Shield General. We got Maniple Epithets, which could be the Indomitable Scythes, or the Watchful Conquerors, or the Argent Harvesters. Pretty fun. The Adeptus Mechanicus wields strange and arcane technology, weapons of phenomenal, arcane technological weapons of phenomenal power. They prize knowledge above all things, and without a second thought, they will shed oceans of blood, both the enemy's own and their own, an endless crusade for its acquisition. Alright, what do we got? We got some fun things here. We got Mr. Zappy Hands. I actually don't have any of him. We have some of the big tank servitors. I actually don't have any of those either. I do have one of these though. I love these robots. They're like 1950s robots. They're phenomenal. They are just wonderful. Awesome. One of the coolest Adeptus Mechanicus models. Let's see. Skitarii form the bulk of the Adeptus Mechanicus legions. They are fanatically devoted to the cult Mechanicus, and their bodies have been heavily modified by their tech priest masters with bionic enhancements, their brains loaded with martial protocols. They respond unquestioningly to the command of their superiors. The cult Mechanicus is the official religion of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The faithful worship the divine trinity, the machine god, the Omnissiah, and the motive force. The machine god is believed to be the source of all knowledge, the Omnissiah, the embodiment of wisdom, and the motive force, the energy that empowers all life. And the teachings of the cult Mechanicus claim the Emperor of Mankind to be the Omnissiah, and therefore a holy being. Nice, and then we got a little story here. The Crimson Doom. It's pretty cool. And then how to build Skitarii. So it's interesting. It's actually giving you the full how to build, even though you don't technically have all the runners just from issue 21. And then we've got some data sheets here for Primaris Lieutenant, Assault Intercessors, the Overlord, the Necron Warriors. And these are full data sheets. Shows you how to use the Resurrection Orb, how to use My Will Be Done. And then we start getting set up for a real game. Yeah, that's cool. It's neat how it's gone from like nothing to like building up and teaching you how to play. It's very cool. Very, very cool. Alright. Where's the next one? There it is. Okay. So this is like part 2 to that one. Explorator fleets. The Adeptus Mechanicus explorator fleets search the galaxy for ancient human machinery and equipment lost during the dark ages of technology. These fleets are heavily armed, for the archaeotech they seek often lies deep within the territory of Xenos foes. And there's some info about the different fleets. Some of the, like, I love the Adeptus Mechanicus art. Look at that. It's like a floating horror skull. Right? And they're just like the good guys. There's a knight. With some armigers, and then what looks like just a spider skull. Because, you know. Let me get some information on the Sawtech dynasty here. Which is pretty cool. We got a characterization for Imhotep the Stormlord. So it's nice they're doing a thing for another dynasty. So far we've only seen the Sezicon dynasty. Which is pretty cool. And then we've got some more of that story for the Crimson Doom. Which is pretty fun. And then it's just starting to work through how to paint the Skitarii. And then we get a data sheet for the Skitarii. You can see how stupidly complex it is because all the Adeptus Mechanicus are stupidly complex in this game, in this edition. Teaching you how to do attrition tests. Nice. And then, nice big fancy issue for the next one. Yeah, this is what I've been looking forward to. I'm looking forward to this model. Issue number 23. The fuck? Comes with a clear base? Oh, no, honey. That won't do. We're gonna have to print you a base. I don't do clear bases. That's a nope. But yeah. There's our big spider bro. Really cool. His little spider legs and stuff. I think we'll actually build him, which is really fun. There he is. Spider bro. Spider bro. Spider bro. The Crypteks spider. Pretty cool little write-up all about it. Shows you all the scarabs underneath. There's a rolling chart for your spider. And we get some info on the Doom Stalkers, which are the big heavy cannon guys. And then our scarab swarms. Ooh, wraiths. I do believe we get some wraiths in this box, which is really cool. I really wanted some wraiths. They're really cool models. Cohorts and legios. Oh, there's a warlord. There's a Warhound Titan. That's really cool. I've been debating 3D printing one of those. It would just be really big and take up a lot of space, though. And how to build our spider bro, which we'll build when I'm all done here. How to paint the spider bro. And then spider bro stats and Crypteks scarab swarm stats. How to tell if your guy explodes. And then we get mission. where everybody fights the Spider Bro, pretty much. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it was a short issue, but I got a Spider Bro, so that's pretty sweet. Alright, so let's build our Spider Bro. I'm looking forward to this one. I know people in England and stuff are buying like multiple copies of this one because it's a really good deal to get the Spider Bros this way from the magazine. It's something like 70% off or something stupid like that for these. Which really just means they're too goddamn expensive normally. But let's see, and then we got 1 and 2. Oh, man, I have been like doing nothing but going to the doctors recently. I'm literally just stalling before I go to my 4th visit in 3 days. I gotta go run a bunch of tests. Ugh. Been like essentially just living at the frickin' doctor's lately. It's not been very fun, but hopefully it'll be good, and I'll learn some good stuff and get to be healthier out of it. Really, that's all I can ask for, you know what I mean? Alright, she's clogged up. Give me a sec. Gotta get in there and get the juices flowing. Ugh. Sorry, big yellow screen. There we go. Ugh. Everyone hates the GW things because of this, but I really like the metal tube. I like the control it gives me over the glue. I don't mind having to clear it every now and then because I have wire, you know what I mean? If I didn't have wire, this would be a right pain in the tail. But because I do, it's not that bad. Okay. So, if you're having trouble with your glue, clog it up. Get yourself some wire. Alright. Spider Bro. But yeah, man, I am tired of going to the doctors, and I gotta go back again today. I had a bunch of tests done. I'm gonna try to figure out what's wrong with me. Probably just said I'm crazy. You know, it's cool. But yeah, today's just lab work, and then a couple days later I'll have a follow-up. The annoying thing is I was planning on not even leaving the house today. I was going to totally like chill and take the whole day, just kind of relax and reset a little bit. Nope, now I'm off to the doctor again. I do also have to wash my dog today. It's getting all poopy. Nobody needs a poopy pup. Oh, scarabs and stuff. That's really cool. Alright, let's see. Which one is this go? Like that. Yeah, it's really cool. The little scarabs in there. That's a detail you're not going to see at all, though, but it's really neat. I'll know it's there, I guess. Let's see. 13, 14. I was just going to start clipping legs out, but it looks like they actually go certain places. So we'll try to make it make sense. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clip them out and I'm going to put them on the thing. It's like that's 14. This is 13. And then we've got 15, 16. And then I need 11 and 12. Sorry, I keep bouncing the camera. It's just in a weird spot. Ugh. 11. And this is 12. And 12. And then 26, 27. This is 27. But yeah, today is round 3 or round 4, day 3 of Doctor's Appointments. Hello, how are you? I am building the Scarab that comes in issue 23. He is a good boy. He's a nice little spider boy. From my understanding, a very good monetary deal to get them this way. Although in the US, I believe you can't order these magazines separate, but I believe you can in like the UK and stuff. So it's pretty dope for you if you're not in the US. It sucks for you if you are, but by subscribing, you can still get one for super cheap at least. And of course, the price all evens out. You know, like one of the other issues this month was just 2 paints, and it's like that's not even worth the cost of the issue. You know, like for real. But let's go like that. Or does it go the other way? No, it goes like that. Okay. This is like his shell. This is all like a big version of this guy who we got in the last set of issues. You can see I haven't finished his base yet, but besides that, he's all painted up. So I haven't finished his base for my Ghost Crons. There we go. And he's going to touch. Oh, okay. Glad I didn't put glue there then. Alright, there we go. Yeah, the only paint issues are not worth it, but it's all the others are great. Something fantastic about it. Yeah, this spider I think is something like 70% off for the magazine, which is pretty cool. So he's like 70% off. And honestly, all the paint issues so far have been fine, and this is on issue number 23. It's just issue 20 that's really sucked because you only get these. Which is super lame. Because all the other paint issues have usually given you like a wash, like Nuln Oil or Agrax Earthshade or something, in addition to like a couple other paints. But This one only gave you those 2 pots of paints. It's been really lame. Or like they'll give you like a new play mat or something, right? Which, while not particularly useful for me, since I like, you know, have like mats and stuff. If I was just starting out, that would be cool. You know, I'd be like, oh man, this is a cool new battlefield or whatever. You know, because the play mats are actually pretty decent from the magazine for like, you know, like paper play mats. Let's see, I don't want us to put little spider claws on here. But yeah, we read through all the magazine earlier. There's a nice, in issue 20, there's a nice like rules summary for all the 40k rules you've gotten up to that point while it's been trying to teach you how to play 40k, which is pretty cool. And then it teaches you a couple other little bits and bobs here and there, like how to do reanimation protocols and stuff like that, which is pretty sweet. Okay. With Imperium or Age of Sigmar version, I got all of Conquest. Nice, yeah. If Conquest had been available in the US, I would have picked it up. Because that's the one with the Death Guard, right? Which is really cool. I would have definitely picked that up. Let's see, it wants us to put this here. Sure, why not? But yeah, I would have definitely picked up Conquest. The new Age of Sigmar one doesn't seem very good, but the last Age of Sigmar one, the one with like the Night Haunt and stuff, that one seemed awesome. I really wish that one had been in the US. But unfortunately, again, it was not. So if that would have been in the US, I would have 100% subscribed to it. The new version is really weird. I don't know. It does not seem as enticing as like Imperium here or any of the others. Like it seems a little lackluster, in my opinion. But let's see. I got these weird little needle hands. Little hand there. That's okay. I mean, you know, everything's not for me, you know. But yeah, I would have actually really liked Conquest if it had been in the US. Just because I, much like Necrons, which I collect, I also collect Death Guard. And it would have been really cool. Alright. Death Guard, Primaris, lots of old Space Marines, and Conquest. Yeah, that would have been cool. But again, unfortunately, it was not in the US. So I think you could get like issue like 1 and 2 if you went to like one of the hobbies, like a hobby store. I think they could sell them, but like it was not anything like to blow you away. I will have to say I really like how they did the multiple like different factions in this expansion. I'm sorry, in this magazine. Okay, so it looks like we get an option here. Looks like we get like a face mask with 1 of 2 faces on it. So we can do the more spidery face right there. Or we can do the like one-off face, which I think I'm going to do. But yeah, I really like how they've actually done the Imperium in this magazine. In Imperium, ironically. Because like, you know, in these issues you do get Skitarii. You know, we looked at those earlier. And you do get some Sisters of Battle. Come on. So yeah, it's pretty cool. He's got a cool lopsided head. I dig that. 10 out of 10 for lopsided heads. Ugh. Alright, let's see. And then we can put the lopsided head on. It goes on this side with the neck. There it is. Is it just gonna plug straight in? Does it have a peg? Oh, good. I already clipped the peg off. Nice. Yeah, so it's got a little square peg in there, but you can get much cooler poses and stuff with it if you clip those off. Spider-Man does whatever a robot spider can. Watch him spider around the room as he hits you with his doom beam. That's Necron Spider-Man. But yeah, I'll be super honest. I've been like super in love with Imperium. One, because it's really fun to read the magazines on stream, right, and read through the different sections and stuff, and that's really enjoyable. And two, it's something like to look forward to. And I feel like as an adult in this crazy fucking horrible world that we live in, it's very easy to not have things to look forward to, right? Even when life's going great, it can really like still dick you down, and not in a good getting dicked down kind of way. Not in a way you'd enjoy, you know? So I feel like, you know, things like Imperium, like, you know, it's just really nice. You know, like I had just gotten back from the doctor's yesterday, and my husband brought it in from the mail, and he's like, "Hey, you got a Warhammer thing." I was like, "Oh, that's awesome, thank you." You know, it's just really nice. You know, just a nice little bit of like excitement and something to look forward to. I mean, yeah, it is technically pretty costly because you are actually buying two armies. So if you're not interested in them, then, I mean, get wrecked. Like, the magazine doesn't really have a lot of, like, value for you, I guess. But if you are, I mean, it's pretty dope, and I would highly recommend it. So I do like painting Space Marines. I love painting Necrons. I actually really enjoyed playing Necrons, too. They're really fun. They're even more doubly fun in one-page rules. Man, they are dope in one-page rules. They're really cool. They just feel super badass. Oh, I put the legs on wrong. Motherfucker. God damn it. So in case anyone's wondering what I did wrong there, he's supposed to have these like big, like a little bit more like scorpion-y legs on the front. These ones here. And I had put the regular legs there on the front instead. That's my bad. You know, it just occurred to me that you can snip off the little ball and then pose the legs a little bit better, so they're not just like all like completely flat. Yeah, you can totally do that. Let's give these legs a little bit more personality. Yeah, we're gonna break off those little nibs in the legs, but we tilt them just a little. They can get a little more personality in there. I love the spider. How's it going? Hope all is well. Hey dude, what's going on? Oh, stuff's pretty good. I've been going back and forth to the doctor a lot. Looking forward to that being done, but still not done quite yet. I got another appointment today, which I'll be doing after this stream. I decided I would, since I took today off after my first doctor appointment, I decided I would go to this new surprise doctor appointment after I stream so I can get lunch on the way home. Alright, let's see. Assemble the rear section. You will need to glue the particle beam together first, as shown in the images on the right. Okay. I think the particle beamer is like an optional bit for a different. Oh, this issue gives us the rules. Let's look at it. Yeah, let's see. This model is equipped with auto 2 particle beams and a gloom prism. Ooh, spooky. I guess the particle beamer is standard. Okay. Alright, we'll just glue it on them. Otherwise I was going to magnetize it. Ugh. Boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop. Boop, 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 boop. But yeah, stuff's going pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, it's been a bit of a hard week at work just because everyone's been out and stuff. But I've been handling it. You know. I got to play a game of Battletech a couple of weekends ago, which was pretty fun. Looking forward to getting some more Battletech in soon. Battletech is just wonderful. Built some cool Battletech more terrain to expand out my little Battletech city. Got some more little terrain in there. And so this is all like shipyard themed terrain. So it's all like shipping containers and stuff. I'm actually thinking about printing out like a big boat kind of thing, that like a submarine, like aircraft carrier kind of boat thing that I found a STL file for. It looked really neat. But I don't know how I'll do that yet. Alright, that's our runner empty. Let's see. Gun goes together. Yeah, I thought this gun was like an optional upgrade, but I guess it's the standard. He wants me to put it on there, like that, and that plugs into. Oh man! Oh, I've totally screwed this thing up. I put the head where the booty hole is supposed to go, and I put these arms after I tore them off in the different spots. Oh well, this is his life now. Your head is where your booty hole goes, dude. It's fine. Does need more kind of work to pose those legs in a little bit more, though. And we're gonna have to clip this off. Oh, that's what I get. Super honest, it's much harder to build things on the stream than it is IRL. There's this big spider butt. We're going to have to hold that a little bit because it doesn't have the peg anymore. So we're going to sit here and hold that for a bit. Might actually have to pin this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pin it. Okay, that's fine. We can pin it. Give me a sec. Breaking out the wire. Fixing the model that I messed up. Where are my crap nippers? So I can nip this metal. Great, unclean one. Where are the crab nippers? They're there. Ugh. Those who often have their heads. That's fair. And spider butt is also fair. Oh. Okay. So, I actually had the legs and all on right. I just reversed the top shoulder armor. So since I did that, it means that like I put the head and stuff on the wrong side. Which is really fine. It's not a big deal. But it does mean he'll be a little bit different in the packaging. But that's not the end of the world. Go. I think this is the right one for this. The right size. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Just gotta push in there a little bit. Go! So give me a sec while I fix my mistake. There we go. Come on. There we go. There we go. No, I don't gotta worry about holding it or anything weird. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. To be super honest, I kind of like him without the gun. The gun just feels unnecessary, to be honest. Like, I don't know. It feels a little G.I. Joe kind of tacked on. So, I don't know. We'll take a look at it in a second. Oh. The gun must be optional, because there's a cap for if you don't use the gun. Interesting. Yeah, I don't really like the look of the gun. Just, I don't know. That's dumb. We're not using the gun. We're putting the cap on. Yeah, there's totally a freaking cap for it. Weird. Let me put some glue around his booty hole there so it seals it up. Yeah, so the so our guy's gonna go like that, which means that the connection point for him now is further in than where it would be otherwise, but it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. So let's see. Let's figure out what base size this is, because I might actually have a duplicate. Let's say this. Is it like a dreadnought base? It is. It's a dreadnought base. Alright, let's see if I've got a dreadnought base. That, by the way, is my Death Guard Dreadnought I'm working on. He's getting painted very slowly. Let me see if I got a Dreadnought base floating around. Hold on. Might be one in that bag. Then we got some other bags. Alright, see what we got. Those are bigger than Dreadnought. That's an oval. Alright, no Dreadnought in there. Oop, oop. Oop, 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 oop. See. That's Dreadnought size, but not an actual Dreadnought base. That's a 50. Not in there. Yeah, I hate those clear bases. They're like the worst to me. So worst case, I will print this guy out a 3D base this afternoon. So there's another really big one. Why do I have so many of these really big ones? I don't know. That's some Malifaux base. Alright, I guess I don't have one. It's all good. Alright, I'll print him out one later. But I'll put him on the shitty clear base just so you guys can see it. I just won't glue it together. There's this Qatari, there's the dude, and there's the man, there's the thing. There we go, alright. So he'll be something like that. There he is. That'll be our spider bro. Because I built his body and his booty backwards, the connection point for the base is in a weird spot now. I could just move it backwards. I could just be like, let me look at that real quick actually. Are you already actually like glued on there? No. I could just look at the connection point and be like, it's now here. I mean, that should work. So there is an indent there as well. I should be able to just glue him there instead. That way he'll fit on the base a little better. Hold on, let's get some more glow. He's Spider-Man. Just occurred to me that I've actually been humming the Spider-Man song this whole time, and I didn't even realize it. The like doot 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 that I've been like crappily humming the Spider-Man song. Holding my spider, holding my spider. Alright, you know, we'll put it at the correct attachment point. so that there's like more connection there, and it just holds infinitely better. We'll just angle him a little so it looks like he's like coming down at you, like shh. It's pretty cool. Yeah. There we go. There's our spider from issue number 23, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Ten out of 10. Cool ass robot spider. Well, with that, we've crossed the hour mark. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap up. And I'm going to drive my ass over to YPO and get some medication stuff done. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed me talking and reading through Imperium. I always enjoy it. I really like doing Imperium. It's very fun. Just so fun to look forward to, which is important. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it. Thank you for watching, and keep on keeping on.